This is Matt from Tabletop Mischief. I'm not sure you can recognize me in this awesome costume. But we got Maya and we got Jess over here. The only creepy game we have in our collection right now is Campy Creatures, which is one of our all-time favorite games. So we're going to play it. So yeah, let me give you a run-through of how this plays. So we have 3 players. We have these 3 tiles, which are tiebreakers, and I'll explain that in a minute, and we have the 3 icons. This is our mortal deck. These are going to be the points that we draw in, and everybody has picked the color they want. Maya's red, I'm purple, Jess is blue. So we're going to flip 3 mortal cards because there's 3 players. So we're going to 1, 2, 3. All right. So we got an archaeologist, 3 teenagers, and the damsel. The damsel's worth 6 points. 3 teenagers. Teenagers work funny. They're not any points immediately, but if you have the most, you get 7 points. If you have the second most, you get 4 points, and if you have the third most, you get squat. You don't get any points.
Nada.
Yeah, so they kind of work like there's another card in here called the assistant, and they look like this. I don't know if you can see. It's not going to focus. But if you have one of these, it's 1 point. If you have 2 of those, it's 3 points. If you have 3 of them, it's 6 points, and it goes on and on. So those are the 2 funny cards in there. So you're going to win these by playing monsters in your hand, okay? Now, some of the monsters are at the top of the card. If you look, you have a number up here. That's its strength, okay? And then you have a special power down here. So if I was to play the 4, she was to play a 3, she was to play a 2, I would win this, and I would grab the first mortal that I want. Probably the one with the most points, or what have you. So yeah, that's how the game is played. You're gonna try to trump the person, the 2 players next to you with a better card. That's the nuts and bolts of this. Am I correct? I mean, I'm not going to get too into it, but that's a quick overview. So that's the overview. So we're going to roll this D20 to see who goes first. So I will let Maya, the creepy blood-tiered thing, roll first. So let's see what she gets. 19. Grab it. I got a 4. So you all know. He's whispering. Okay. So apparently it's gonna go this way. It's gonna go Maya, Jess, me. So that's the way it's gonna go. Okay? So now we're gonna flip this location. I forgot to mention these. Okay? So at the beginning of every round we have a location, and whoever gets the most points at the end of this first round wins the location, okay? And that comes in handy because the power of this location is power up a creature +3 before revealing it on a future turn. So whoever will win this round gets this card, and it benefits them in the next round. There's 3 rounds. I forgot to mention. So, okay. As the game goes on, I'll explain the cards, and I'll explain how this tiebreaker track works. So Maya's first, Jess is second. Oh, it's already in order. Look at that. That's handy. All right. And look at this cool rule book. I mean, the art in this game is just ridiculous.
It's fantastic.
I just love it. This is okay. Anyway, enough gloating about the game. Maya, a super creepy chick. All right, so let's see.
Three, two, one.
All right, I'll lose this time. Well, we negate your. So
I got 2.
right. So we got 1. So on these cards, down on the bottom, you'll have either 1 red dot or 2 red dots. If you have a 1 red dot, that your power activates immediately. As soon as you turn it over, it activates immediately. If you have 2 dots, like Jess has, she has the werewolf. It doesn't activate until after you choose your mortal. So we have a tie, me and Maya, and our ability is negate the ability to the creature to your left.
And I negated him,
So Maya negated mine, so my power is useless. Jess's power is force the player to your right to discard a creature. So Maya would be to the right. After Maya chooses her mortal, she'll have to discard a creature.
Actually, that's actually
Well, no, I'm not to the right. You're to the right. Oh, I am to the right. You just kicked the camera.
Alright.
Can you not do that?
Alrighty,
So, okay. So I got a best card. That's fantastic. So my ability gets negated and I get to discard a creature. It's already shaping up to be a wonderful game.
Yep. Alright, and I'm going to choose my next card. And
Oh, I would choose next actually. I'm gonna choose the archaeologist. Now you go. You negated my power, not my number. So now we flip an additional 3. Oh, since we had a tie, Maya, you go to the bottom, I go up top. So the way these tiles work here is you have a little clashometer. And if you have a tie, the person above the other person will get sent to the bottom. So Maya got sent to the bottom. And then everything else shifts up. So that's how this shiftometer works. It's a clever little tie-breaking mechanic.
What's the clashometer?
The clashometer, that's what this says right here, the clashometer. So now we count our points because it's the end of the
But I
round.
have 2 cards left.
Yeah, we all have 2 cards. Yeah, it's the end of the round. And then we pick. We see who. So what's the location? I got 3 locations. And I misspoke.
I got
Whoever has the most locations wins the location, not the amount of points. There's an icon at the top. That's a location. So whoever has the most locations wins the location. I have 3 of them.
I
I
have
have
2.
5.
I got 2.
You can.
1, 2,
lady.
3, 4, 5.
Alright, here you go.
5.
You win that.
Oh,
So now, these two assistants get put into the deck, and the new location gets flipped. Now we kind of count our points here. I got... How many teenagers you got? One?
I have 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You have the most. I have the second most. So you get 7 points from that.
Mm-hmm.
I get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So should I move?
Count your points.
Okay,
I'm
7.
gonna count them for you. I get 8 points total. So at the end of the round, everything, all the mortals except for assistants, get shuffled back in the deck. We didn't hit any assistants. Those are my cards. So here we go. I'm gonna flip these 3. We got a damsel.
woo!
We got an archaeologist.
Woo!
And we got a teenager.